Well, hello everyone and welcome. I wasn't expecting to be doing this today, and the fact that everyone's being live streamed, don't get your hopes up too far yet for the weekend, because just as the stream gets underway, I just want to say don't get your hopes up yet, because there have been a couple of days where the network has come back and then the next day immediately went back down again, so that could well happen again tomorrow. But the fact it's up today, there's no reason why I shouldn't live stream practice 1. And you may notice a different start. Usually I'd be having that screen where it's showing the track, but I'm not having that today because I didn't make that. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to live stream it, so that is the reasoning for that. But we are here at the Istanbul Park circuit after a 3-week break. 3-week break from Russia, and as I said, I am really sorry, and sorry in advance if the same happens again this weekend. I am really sorry that I wasn't able to live stream the Sochi race. That it was a technical issue beyond with the network. There was absolutely nothing I could do. It was all completely out of my control. But I did record the race, and I actually left my PC going the whole day. My PC took the whole day because the upload speed was so poor. My PC took the whole day, literally, to upload the whole thing, and it slowed down the network, particularly on my computer. So I actually had to cope with a slow computer until then, so I could get that race up that night. And I am going to be willing to do the same thing again if it cannot be streamed again today. But this weekend, hopefully it will, but I'm not. Don't get your hopes up yet. Whatever you do, don't get your hopes up yet. Because it's by no means confirmed. Even if on Saturday it's still up, don't get your hopes up, because it could easily come up for 3 days and then go back down on Sunday. So if you're thinking, yes, the CRC is going to be streamed this weekend, don't think that yet. Because I really don't know. But now talking about the racing. Now let's actually talk about the racing side of things. The practice session should get underway in the next minute or so. And we don't appear to have the full GRTV plugin. I'll try to sort that out for you. I did have to do another reset the other day, so I'm not really too surprised that this has happened. And we do have the session underway, so you will be. I am gonna, unlike last time when this happened, I'm gonna let you watch the session just as it is. It's Toby Jones who is the first out onto the track. Of course, everyone is on the hard tyres today. And notice a lot of teams have brought some quite substantial upgrades to this race. That there are a lot of teams who have brought some major upgrades. To this Grand Prix, as you saw there, because it went onto the screen, it is copying the file so I can get the normal TV style up for you very shortly. As Toby Jones starts a lap. Into turn 1 he goes in the Coombs GP car. There are some teams who have brought some substantial upgrades to this Grand Prix. And it's nice. Should get the normal TV style up. Here we go. It's back. That's because I had to do another restore during the break. As Toby Jones heads into the mighty turn 8. But teams who have brought updates, the most visible of the updates are on the team Mossad by MAT, who have now got a very much more simple nose on their car after they ran kind of a 2014 style nose for the first 4 races. You couldn't really see the disfigured part, as people like to say, because that was obscured by the black. But they have actually also changed the livery a little bit. As Toby Jones to the 23-4. They have actually changed the livery a tiny bit, a touch. On that car. Because now they've actually painted the full nose yellow. Like all the top section of the nose yellow. Which now looks more visually pleasing. Also RTS have come here with some upgrades. They obviously are a team that need those upgrades. So as both Dork racing cars have set times, obviously Hannah Duran coming into this race off the back of her victory last time out. But RTS also, I mean, from a distance you can't really see much, but they appear to have got the Red Bull 2014 design on their nose. As well as they have a new rear wing for this race, have RTS. So I wonder if we should expect some improvements for them. Now, teams that have minor upgrades that aren't quite as visual on the car are Dork. I'm trying to remember which of the other one it is. And Baronesso. So you probably haven't noticed anything new on the Dork. As Alex Moore's about to set time, he got held up on his first run, so that's, I'm presuming that is why he is down in. But also, both Dork and Masterforce have come here with engine upgrades as well. That could be interesting to look at. As Will Esley is on a lap. I've not got the live timing up at the moment, which I need to get up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's purple in the first and second sectors. There's an HWR ahead. As into the final corner does go the reigning champion. Across the line he goes, and it puts him to the top on a 123.088. So little surprise to see who's at the top. But interestingly, under a tenth of a second ahead of Duran. That is interesting. Fascinating to say the least. I mean, of course, this is very early stages, but could Dork possibly be starting to look a little bit threatening here to Yunataroka? I mean, that would be very interesting to see as Dan Milner runs very wide. Oh, of course, we've got yellow out there somewhere. So who's had a problem, I wonder? As here you're looking at Matthew Toussaint in the upgraded Mossop. I'm pretty sure you can see the difference from the front view quite easily on the car, on the MP1. As into the final corner goes Matthew. He's not actually on a lap at the moment, so Abbey Leggett has gone 11th in the other team Mossop by MAT car. But Abbey Leggett, of course, was one of the stars of last time out. To be able to bring that car to 7th on those hard tyres. But they have actually taken a bit of action of the KSR because they said it seems quite easy at the moment to make a hard tyre strategy work. So they have actually modified the hard tyres a little bit for this weekend to make it so they're a bit further off the medium tyres in terms of pace. So it's not so easy to make the strategy work. As Abbey Leggett heads down the back straight. And Matthew Toussaint might have his lap a little bit disrupted here because he has to give way for Wesley. Yep, that's going to ruin his lap. And that's the lap gone for Toussaint. But it is very interesting to see Wesley, as Toussaint only goes 22nd with that. Wesley only under a 10th, and Alex Moores, we're not sure if Alex Moores, I think Alex Moores did have traffic on his maiden run. So you can't really read too much into that. But it is very interesting to see It is very interesting to see Wesley only a 10th up on Duran. I mean, of course, not good for them, but it is good for us because obviously we want to see a good race on Sunday. I mean, no disrespect to Yasser Road, they have done a fantastic job over this past couple of years to be able to get that car to be as dominant as they are under this, with the after the change to R-Factor 2, how to have been dominating CRC pretty much since the change to R-Factor 2. So really, you have no disrespect to Yasser Road for that, but it's good for us because we want to see some good racing come Sunday. We want to see a fight for the lead, not just about one team. Of course, you probably can't notice really from a distance the changes on the RTS, but there are some upgrades on that car. There are some substantial upgrades on the RTS car, the Polonaise T16 as they've called it this year. And hopefully this will improve the order. Fabio Connor's currently 18th, of course, that was when the track was really rub it in. Luis Morrow goes up to 12th. That's an improvement for RTS. That's an improvement. That is a step. I'm pretty sure RTS will be very encouraged by that. course, we can't really read too much into this yet. But it is very early stage of the weekend. They haven't like actually put any qualifying tyres on. Of course, we'll find out more as the weekend progresses. But it is going to be very interesting to see how this all actually plays out as the weekend goes on. Everyone has set times now, so all 30 cars have got a time on the board. Both Quintana's down there in 17th and 18th. I'm presuming maybe both had traffic in their early runs, so we can't really read too much into that. Bit of action there between Lucy Woodward and one of the RTS. I believe that was Louise Morrow. Toby Jones running a little bit hot going into we've seen so many drivers who seem to be pushing that bit quite hard, particularly when in the dirty air. We're seeing a lot of drivers run wide there, particularly when in the dirty air. They are riding on board with Connie Campbell, who obviously is only in for this session in the Shantana. Oh, a little bit winding into the final corner. Of course, still getting to grips with this car is Connie. Get her out there. It's the DMAD of Lucas Quincy there, who's come together with the CGP of Maximum Regard. Still in a massive group of cars. The camera we got wasn't that great. Also, that was Wondragala, I think, just tapping Quintanilla off the circuit. But here is Toby Jones. But now just looking at the long run pace, it seems that Yanasaroka obviously are... We've got yellow out there again. It's cleared now. And it's gone back on now. And Essie's gone off. A lot of cars having incidents at turn 1. Phoebe O'Connor's had a problem that that's not going to do RTS well. She went onto the curb and then had to leave, I'm presuming. No, she then had to stop. I'm presuming the engine may have overheated as that happened, so... That is Phoebe's session over. With 12 minutes to go. We saw this last year. One thing I've just picked out, and we saw this last year as well. Everybody's closing DRS way before the corner. Way before the corner of turn 12. As Bex Howie battling out for track space with Carter and Milliner. Of course, in the customer speed tech. It's 11 minutes left to go of the first practice of the weekend. Yellow out there somewhere. Not sure what has happened. Of course, that yellow. It's James Lang really pushing the limit of his HWR. Of course, HWR team to be rumoured in a bit of financial trouble. Of course, not many sponsors on that car. Mainly just the driver's personal sponsors on the car. Because Will Buchan running side by side with David Bland, heading up towards turn 3, and really using the curb there, going to the inside, and David Bland runs wide. As he tried to find the line. You're looking at Toby Jones. In the Coom GP. Here's Lucas Goodfield running on the ball, we've got a yellow out there again. Alright, so the collision there between Woodward and the Master Force. A Master Force I saw was involved. Woodward went down the inside of the Gindana. The thing about Gindana this year, we do know the car does have potential, but they have had a few lackluster races. So you're looking at Ben Blakemore in the Shantana. Oh, Will Buchan behind, getting really out of shape, trying to pass the HWR. As Blakemore now heads down the back straight. In the blue and orange Shantana. Very easy to pick out, that livery is. It's got a very distinctive shade of blue. And then with the bright orange, it really stands out on the grid. But now, running on board with the RTS, looking at from on board right now. I noticed that its handling, because it was really struggling with handling last time before. Its handling here a lot better than it has done. Seems to be a lot less heavy on the steering than it used to be. turn into the corners without many issues. Just here looking at Lucy Woodward. In the blue, red and silver Brownasso. Of course, when they added red to the colour scheme last year, and that resulted in them having a very distinctive colour scheme. So you're looking at Kerry Ann Peace. Heading down the back straight. Across the line, Kerry goes, no improvement. Guindana, that's the Guindana of Jack Baldwin trying to get through both of the two Mossets. And kind of struggling a touch by the looks of things. So there's 20 seconds left till the checker flag comes out. Yellow out there again somewhere. Checker flag is out. And it's Wellesley who ends the session fastest. 1:23.088. Ahead of Hannah Duran and Chantal Hawk. In a fascinating FP1 session. Because look at that gap. Less than 1/10 of a second. And Essie also set his lap late. I mean, yes, the track was already kind of rubbered in before this session. As Alex Moores heads into the pits. So the track was already rubbered in. It's still very fascinating. I mean, Alex Moore's on his first run got held up, so the tyres weren't at their best on the second run. With Dan Miller having a bit of a problem. A lot of incidents there we're seeing, and I'm pretty sure we are going to see a lot more incidents there as the weekend goes on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully coming up live, or definitely coming up, but hopefully on a live stream later tonight, we do have the CGP2 series and the CGP3 series, as they both will be having their qualifying sessions. As we're going to see qualifying in both of those series. And I do really hope we're going to see you tomorrow on the live stream, but I can't promise anything. But whether we do, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see, hopefully next time I'm able to live stream. It really just depends on that. It's all up to my control. I do really hope that I can, but I really can't promise anything. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope that we're gonna see you tomorrow, but I can't promise anything. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.